say, first of all, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and I've not spoken since morning, but let us give a huge round of applause for them for conducting such before I make a start of this. So our legacy statement is voice the voiceless. So if you understand the meaning of that, we do have power. If you have power, uplift that power and encourage others to support. So our one plain commitment is we are having a power, we are uplifting them, we are encouraging, and through support and commitment, our legacy action is I'm going to pass on the torch to others. I have the power, but I'm going to support and help who does not have the power. Does that make sense?
So, voice for the voiceless, which means if you have some power, you can use the power to uplift yourself. But if you're a leader, always use the power to help others, like help powerless people. Okay? Thank you.
Fantastic. Anybody else that wants to speak on that table that hasn't had the opportunity to do so? No? Okay, one more round of applause for them. Fantastic. Do you think it's okay? Yeah. Come back, we'll come back to that. Okay, who's going next? James's table? Stand up so we can see you.
And so we also want to thank the organizers for giving us this wonderful opportunity. We found this exercise quite exciting. We had an artist here. So we all contributed. So from our touch, we're sitting on diversity, equality, and inclusion. We're holding on, keeping, and keep moving. We are trustworthy, so we look at trust, and we have a voice. So we're going to use the voice to help others, as our colleagues have said. Right? So from our base, we have the red flames. This is where we are. We're getting all the energy from the gas line. It's very hot. So we're standing there with confidence. We're getting the right knowledge, the right education to help us. We're being positive and empowerment. We networking, as we are right now. Connections. We will be facing challenges. We challenge our own assumptions as well. And we're adopting and unearthing our mindset. So, as our fire builds, we turn orange. So we're implementing knowledge and skills that we've learned here. And we're putting that into practice. Time to shine with confidence. We're learning from experience and feedback from our managers, from our colleagues, from the community, the people we serve. And we're going to be active listeners, and we think it's time to listen so that we can deliver. And we embrace change. So we know in our organization there is always change. The change comes in different forms: policy, legislation, documents. Everything changes over time. So we embrace change so that we can lead people that we work with. So as our fire keeps burning, it becomes even more pure. So we have the blue flames coming up. And you know, when you see blue flames, you have good gas. So we move into the blue flames. We're keeping it burning. We're exploring opportunities. We inspire others. We are influential, and we embrace challenges. We also use it for our continuing professional development, and we do reflect a lot. So this is our heading is inspiring to lead. And we are having what we refer to as a helicopter view. So we're up there and we're looking down on everything that's happening, and we're able to put pieces together.
Wow.
That's all.
Fantastic. Is there anything else on that table that wants to speak? Do let us know. But that was amazing. Oh, they won't be a penny. Yeah. This is going to be a hard one. Okay, where are we going next?
Thank you. We were planning an interpretive dance, but resolved that our routine was just too long, so. The man keeps half of us didn't do the thing. So, unfortunately, we'll have to have spoken words. So, we spent some time reflecting on impacts, not just around the table, but around for the purpose of the entire day. And we kept hearing things like confidence, empowerment, learning. And so we had our legacy statement of behind every glory there's a story. We thought about commitments that we can make as aspiring leaders, but also as sponsored leaders as well. So for the aspiring leaders, it's about recognising that we are all works in progress. And for the sponsor leaders, it's our responsibility, our duty, to provide safe spaces to share, listen, and learn. When we thought about a legacy action that we could all adopt in the room, it's about recognising that we're all works in progress. And we did use ChatGPT to write a hit song for us. Over the mic bit again. So that's where we are. Not as creative as we've seen around the room, but less is fun.
Less is more.
Thanks, everyone.
Fantastic. Very good. Deciding on our cake winners is going to be a bit challenging there, Gerard. If there's anybody else that wants to speak on the table, do let us know. Where are we going next?
Who was next?
So our play, we've got quite a few layers to it. I think we were quite moved by what the lady was saying about moral courage. So I think, Shepard.
So what Alona spoke about having moral courage, I think that really resonated with us. And we came up with having moral courage in leadership. And without that, we do need your own network, we need cheerleaders, we need teamwork to be able to listen, to be inspired by, and to receive that 360 sort of feedback. It's part of the work that we have done in this programme, and that will lead us to...
So that leads us, I should probably what that's now. Okay, so that leads us to self-worth, which is really important. I'll put it in the centre here. And then we started talking about the things that we need to get all of these. So things like communication is really important between each other as network members, as well as our teams and the people that we work with. There's also the importance of boundaries. So we're talking about how historically, especially for some cultures, for females, where saying no is seen as a bad thing. So it's like we have to then sort of deal with our own head tapes by creating those boundaries and putting them in place to protect ourselves as well as each other. What was the other one? Brave. Being brave is really important. So the whole moral courage element. So being brave and having brave spaces is really important for ourselves and our teams. And validation as well is really important. to give that to ourselves as well as our teams and each other, to encourage each other.
I think for these elements, so having a good self-work leads to all the different elements, links and spread like a wildfire, and the embers like be inclusive, integrity, got empowered, got true, spread like a wildfire. So we can then lead, as a leader, you can bring your skills and your team to a more powerful and a better team, better environment to work in. So yeah.
Wow, so much energy there. I'm sold, totally sold.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back.
We're glad.
So, the legacy statement for us will be to recognize our own potential and strengths, and then to help others to recognize their potentials and strengths at the same time. The commitments will be.
So we're going to continue to advocate this cause to others so they can come and learn from it, inspire the team, get everyone involved, and we're going to motivate staff to become a good team, work together, and then the legacy is to keep this torch burning by making sure everyone is aware of this cause and is highlighted to the team, and there's more awareness.
Fabulous, fabulous. Thank you very much. You're all worthy of extra games on the cup moment. Where are we going next to this table?
Good afternoon, everyone. Before starting the legacy play, I just wanted to say thank you for all the organizers for organizing such a huge course, and we were there for 6 months together. So I think we will be missing this for together. Like I was speaking with David, and I was speaking with Jack. So we were saying like it will be the last day we are together. So we'll miss everyone, and thank you for everyone for participating. So starting with the play, our statement is, remember to follow your path of self-discovery. It leads to authenticity. You will not believe. We got this statement from Joy as she opened the fortune cookies today, and this was the statement. So about the claim commitment. So as a leader, we have to be very confident. Where we have to be empowered. As a leader, we have to encourage our team members. Also, it should be a very active listening. Sometimes we listen, but we don't focus what the people are talking. So active listening is very important. Again, commitment. As a leader, you have to be committed to your team members and. Networking. I think this is one of the best thing I learned after joining this, because here so many people come from different backgrounds. So networking was very, very important. And courage, feedback also very important. That was also I learned, in the last last December section. So feedback is very important when we come to the point. And the last is legacy action. So action, I think we have to encourage our team members to come and join this course, because this is not only developing leaders but highlighting what people they have actually within them. So that is very important, and that's it, I think. Anyone wants to join?
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Very inspirational. As you all are. I think we've got, last but not least, please stand up.
I wasn't part of the DDL Cohort 3, I'm part of the alumni, so I've actually learned quite a lot from this table. And what the whole group has come up with is, as an action, we are the active bystanders, and we see each other as the spark. This is where it all begins, and where all the action starts. And we are thriving to act. And as a group, we've made a commitment to be Mythbusters. We've made a commitment to mentor and coach the next generation of leaders and senior leaders within the team, and also to network and to inspire the next generation. Because for us to change systems, for us to change the next generation, it starts with us, and we are the spark. Thank you. Oh, by the way, less is more, but more is definitely more.
Who's ready to take Gerald? There's lots of cake.
There's lots of everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner.